third and last quarterfinal of the day. We saw Foggy advancing, we saw TH advancing, we saw the game of 1-2-0 versus Lucifer being postponed to tomorrow, and now we go into a best of 3 between two Koreans. It's Lin versus LawLiet. This is as good as Korean Orc Night Elf gets, if we don't include Moon, obviously. So far, quite a few surprises with Foggy, I'd say. Like, Foggy winning over Focus, I did not expect that at all. It would be a massive surprise if LawLiet wins. Lin is the big favorite. He is crazy versus Night Elf. He beats them all on a regular basis, and against LawLiet, I don't know if the little Korean stands a chance, but seems to be in good shape recently. He was very, very happy when he advanced out of the group when he defeated Life. But as we saw, Life might not be the best, or in the best shape yet. In AWL, LawLiet reached the round of 8, or the quarterfinal, by defeating WFZ 3-0. And that's quite strong. So, maybe it's LawLiet's time again, or maybe Lin will just throw him over him, whatever it is. We see a Blade Master, we see a normal build with 1 Ziggurat and Shop and Barracks. So no mass Bad Rider shenanigans, at least not called yet. We have an Dimensional 4 for creeping against this one, of course. Well, with Speed Scroll and Windwalk, you could make it in time, maybe. But apart from that, it's not desirable to harass immediately. Okay, we expect some Undead today. Later today, in the European qualifier, we have Undeads. Today, not really. Did I say Ziggurat? It's of course an Orc. I was so prepared for this Undead mirror that it's still stuck in my head. Close-up attack for Lin, great start. But on the other side, Potion of Greater Mana. For Night Elves, I think he will sell it. I mean, I think we can see the difference quite soon, how different LawLiet and Foggy played. Yesterday, Foggy was barely defeated by Lin in the group stage. And we saw how good Lin is in this matchup. So, Circle of Nobility bought here, therefore Potion sold. What do you want with a mana burn? With a mana burn. Mana burn more? Not really. Sometimes it's decent to have like a crazy number of Quilbies, but even then, you need an endless fight. So both players don't really meet each other. I like what Lin is doing here. Creeping, like it's a normal creep route actually. And these burrows are not contested at all. LawLiet is just creeping, no aggression.
The player's forces are under attack.
Non-combat pact between the two. Also the tech is I think a little later than Foggy techs. Yes. Oh, way later. I think he teched on 2 Moonwells. So that's why, maybe. And the second close-up attack. Oh, Lin is already very happy with his inventory here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Plus 14. And there will be more. I mean, Last Refuge is one of the best maps to pimp your Blade Master with, or right after TM and TR. And maybe Echo, if you're lucky. But there's more variety here on this map for items than on Echo, so I think it's better than that. 2 Gloves of Haste and a Circle and Boots, also not that bad for LawLiet. Quite a Gatling gun, this guy. Especially when he has the Orb later, that comes into play. More Orbs means more stacks, means more damage. Close to level 3. Blade Master, though, with his damage, can easily destroy this shop. There's no way around it. But he blocks him. Can he keep him blocked with all the moon juice? This is so sweet. Oh, LawLiet. Sometimes you're just so cool. Oh, now he's free. Didn't want to waste resources to morph it into a Huntress Hall or something. He did use one Moonwell
Players'
and a
forces
bit of
are
the
under
other
attack.
stuff. That's fine. With that, though, with the shop being late... Is it late? Yeah, with the shop being late, he can't go for a Staff of Preservation, which would usually be your pick if you harass early. Oh, and Lyn blocks the tavern. This is where the second hero pops out. He doesn't want to creep at the moment. He is fine with it, since he knows that the Demon Hunter's not creeping as well. And there's no Staff of Preservation, so he can't get him out. Oh, Lyn. That was cool. That was cool play by LawLiet. But Lyn is just way better. Denying the Beastmaster for such a long time. And now we have a Staff of Teleportation on him so he can heal up. Finally, and a little bit lucky that LawLiet kept his shop up this time. Now with the Demon Hunter, of course, the grunts don't really stand a chance and they have to go. It's a new kind of shop control. Kind of. He steals the second consumable though.
Forces are under attack.
From Lyn's side, and this time Scroll of the Beast, meh. Insta-sell as well, as talents don't really benefit from this. Tier 3 is very soon though. But here is my opinion again on this matchup. If you don't kill or destroy a Lodge or a Beastery, then Orc has way too much map control. Now with the second hero being delayed, it's even less that LawLiet can do. And he must be very careful now. I mean, he does have the laboratory, he is already in position. But tier 3 is still quite far away and then can do whatever he wants. He gets the Scourge Bone Chimes here, which is of course the best item that he can find. Can someone explain in detail why more armor is trash? It's not really trash, it's oftentimes trash on your heroes. So the items are bad because if you find, let's say, a clause of attack, then you choose where you put that damage. So you constantly have these +6. Or with the circlet, you constantly have more HP, you constantly have +2 damage, whatever. With armor, this only counts when you get attacked. So the opponent chooses if your item is worth something or not. In some matchups, heroes don't get attacked too often, because you focus on the units, and then more armor is trash. Also, +2 can be nice, but yeah, that's the main reason. But if you have a matchup where you trade early, like trading hits the entire time, then a ring can be good. It's still not as good as claws or circlet or whatever. I think they should put a +1 on each circle. Neo timed out the game to explain it. Yeah, exactly. Nice fight here. He kills him with a shockwave. Lyn gets the revenge steal for the consumable there and the big health stone. Not that great compared to the mana stone, which would have been the dream. But as long as the Night Elf doesn't have it, it's fine. And the TC gets level 3 from this. Very fast. Also level 3 Blade Master. Plus, he's preparing... Oh, he's actually building this expansion. That's quite early. He is very confident in his army and in his skills. If he goes for, what is this? A 8-minute expansion? LawLiet is on Master. He's ready to push now. He is on... Oh, he's not ready to push. He has way too few talents. Only 5. And no Tinker yet. With the Tinker, it's kind of fine. And there he is. But only 5, is that enough? Blade Master is ready with the Heal Scroll and Invul, and the Blade Master has a superb inventory. TC, as I said, is ready as well. A very early mana potion. I like that choice. just to have it. If you don't need it at the moment, if you don't want to break upkeep without your expansion, then why not a mana potion?
Forces are under attack.
Orcs do it not often enough, I think. And even more Cyclone. For free this time. So good shop control by Lyn so far. He gets 2 heal scrolls. But also LawLiet. Ah, he doesn't have the gold, so he has to sell the wand.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's time for the first fight. LawLiet is storming into the expansion, but this one is finished already. It will be hard to kill it, but with a Tinker should be doable if he wins this fight. The position, not too great, but he can use a few Cyclones to get rid of the Raiders here. Blade Master already with an invul. He surrounds the Demon Hunter there, who takes a lot of damage, but had to be freed due to too much damage on the other side. The Beastmaster is so low. He constantly needs protection now. But Lyn reassembles his troops. Blade Master is going in for the kill though. Is there an Ensnare coming? Yes, there is. No TP as it seems. Oh, there is one on the Beastmaster, but he's not forced into it. And there's no mana on the blade. He doesn't block it though. He doesn't want to invest another Cyclone apparently. Because there still is the Health Stone. Quite tanky, that dude. Pocket Factory gets killed immediately. The Raiders are able to find the talent, but I think it's a nice concave that he has there. Focusing on Raiders and Grunts early to get this experience. And the Beastmaster is still up. Lyn doesn't want to focus him, because then he knows that the TP will come. And he wants to keep on fighting. For now. 2 more talents. That was a good decision. And now he's breaking upkeep. 58 supply. Nice shockwave. And the Beastmaster falls. This looks like an easy task for Lyn. He's going for the Demon Hunter as well. Why did he not TP out? I don't know. You didn't expect it, maybe. Whatever. So though there's no staff, there's no TP, there's only one hero, and I think that is a wrong statement in 10 seconds. Because once he hits that Ensnare, here we go. This Tinker is dead. Triple kill for Lyn. Gets his Demon Hunter back, so LawLiet still wants to fight. But how? I mean, everything is hurt, yeah, but the Blade Master can go to the shop quite easily. He is retreating though. He wants these pickups when everything is low, but all he gets is another dead Demon Hunter who is stuck, and this must be the GG. A lot of stuff is falling for Lyn, but he's still at 52, still has the Expo, a level 4 TC, and that was fast, and that was one-sided. No chance at all for LawLiet here. And it all started with the cancelled shop. If Lyn doesn't cancel the shop in his base, there's the staff. He can go for the Beastmaster immediately. Then he can harass, and he can punish the buildings, and then his mid-game is a lot easier. But if you don't do anything against an Orc, he either creepjacks you, or he out-creeps you, or he expands against you, and then that's it. Amazonia is next. One does not simply beat Lyn in a face-to-face battle. That is true. But I agree that, LawLiet is strong at the moment, but Lyn, TH, and 120, they are just god tier. There is not too many players in the world that can beat them. Live now and then. Infi can be up there. Focus on a very good day. Foggy if it's offline. But those are the only ones. Mount Rushmore at the moment, it's cemented. When did this Night Elf hate start again? This is so untrue. Night Elf didn't win anything in the past few years. The last Night Elf tournament win must have been Moon, right? I mean, I'm not counting Jera Cups, I count actual big tournaments. And not qualifiers. I mean, Foggy won GCS qualifiers and WCA qualifiers, same for LawLiet. But I mean, main events on World Championship stage. Offline. So it must have been Moon, right? Can someone look it up? I'm pretty sure it's Moon, and I'm... Or what was it? Or was it Remind, actually? Could also be Remind. Who's the best orc? There is no doubt that it's LawLiet. There's no doubt he's it now, and there's no doubt he is the all-time best orc. For me, at least. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but if you don't agree, it's just wrong. So, 1-0 for Lin. And one match away from the semifinals, where he would meet the winner of 1-0 for Lucifer. So, does LawLiet have a strategy prepared? Will he play more like Foggy? Will he play more aggressive? The map calls for it, as it is Amazonia. I explained this today already, why this map is so great. Short rush distance, good positions for your Wisp, and you can always staff onto something and cancel buildings here. So maybe, because it's this map, he will do it. Keller guy said it is Remind. Should be 2010 then? Really? 2010 is the last Night Elf win in a big tournament? Wow. Okay. Blade Master, obviously, no Farseer shenanigans, but we have a Warden! Okay. That is interesting. I've only seen this once in pro games, and that backfired heavily. There was no chance. I think it was Life who played it. I'm not sure. People are constantly telling me, yada yada yada, they play one on Netties against Orc. You should check it out. And like, yeah, it's ladder, it doesn't work. And then my point was proven that this sucks. In one game though, but we need more data for this statement. And so hopefully LawLiet can impress. He is, or was, the master of the Warden for a long, long time. He was the one bringing her back into the meta game in 2015. Maybe he's the one planting her into the Orc matchup. Blade Master with the first crew spot, not going for the laboratory. LawLiet is scouting for this. There is a second Engine of War for more creeping. So this Engine of War can heal up, then move to the left, and this Engine of War can move to the right. And crew stuff. Last Night Elf win in a premier event was Moon PGL Summer. Ah, yeah, PGL Summer. The tournament that nobody cared about and that nobody watched. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And maybe it was a big deal in China. So yeah, 2016. Still a long time. So Shadow Strike is a good spell, but grunts are so tanky that it doesn't really hurt them. I mean, the slow and right click, so you need to invest at least 2 Shadow Strikes for 1 kill. Get the kill here, level 2 and a bit. Blade Master's in the base though. Tier 2 tech by LawLiet is of course a little slower due to the second Engine of War. And there's a massive tech advantage for Lin. He has a late shop, so he skipped this one and was able to tech faster. And LawLiet was teching later, so big swing. No one cares about PGL. What? Well, back in the day, PGL was the shit. The 2016 edition, I think nobody cared. They did some weird promo stuff there. Steph, bot, Fallen. I like that. For sure, a natural buy for the Warden with boots and staff. Not here, no. So Lin takes a lot of mobility from LawLiet's Warden, and that makes her less dangerous. His tier 2 is finished. And I don't think he needs to be afraid of a push, actually. One is close to 3. A lot of wisp at the laboratory. I wonder if he has a special plan with that. We don't see a Hunter's Hall, so it's gonna be Talons. Or something cheesy. It doesn't require Hunter's Hall as well. Shadowhunter second. So he expects something. And maybe he just wants to hex or heal wave this and thinks that the Warden is a bigger threat than the Talons. Or he knows the strategy and he knows what's coming. I mean, if there's no Demon Hunter, the Shadow Hunter has so much more mana. So you can work with that a lot better. Warden level 3 with that kill. 2 grunts lost in the early. That's pretty good. We have a Shredder up. Usually this is not necessary. Usually you don't need this. So most likely an expansion here. I like this creeping, by the way. I haven't seen it in a while. Archers block this. Engine of War moves forward. Creates a little choke point here where the archers are hidden. Can still hit everything. Oh, actually, they are pretty. But yeah, Engine of War will do it on its own. Shadowhunter out! And it's... okay, Raider Walker. I thought maybe Mass Raiders, but no. 1 Engine of Wind and a tier 3 tech. Second one coming later then, most likely. Ah, the creeps are attacking the... or want to attack the Engine of War there. It's only now moving forward. Or did you just pull them out? I think you should pull them out. But yeah, that was free damage. Only now the creeps are attacking. Also a trick that like people came up with in 2017, I think. 1 level 3.5. Big invul is nice. The Blade Master's coming in a little late to the party. But the Hex is there as well. He's going for the 1. She is kind of squishy. But she can have Blink by now. Backstab. Reveal being used. Though he wants to re-engage into this fight. There is no heal wave. Or is he level 2 already? No, he's not. Rest of the army and the Engine of War is getting annihilated by the Orc army, of course.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's quite an... it's not a big loss. He can still creep with the Engine of War that he has here. So that is fine. But Shadowhunter gets level 2 from this, and I don't think LawLiet wanted to gift experience to his opponent that way. 2 archers still remaining. Blade Master can be healed. And there's Ensnare. Has to use the big invul. Ooh, is this damage enough? I don't think so. He has a potion against this, so it's fine. And losing an additional archer. LawLiet is getting another grunt. That's the 3rd one. That's 600 gold. And closer to level 4. Tier 3 tech is done. He's parking his talents here. Doesn't want to expose them to the Hex, Blade Master, and Ensnare.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Lin stays at 34. Not investing at the moment. The double heal potion was very expensive. Triple, actually. Oh no, it gave 1 over. So that was 300 gold that you can't get back. Sentry Wards is super nice. But Warden is not like heavily out-leveling stuff. And she gets a big bonus XP from tier 3 now and playing her solo. I mean, she gets less because she's higher level, but still fine. But Lin is kind of sieging him. Does he have pillage already? No, he doesn't. But he just wants to kill the Warden. And he might be able, to force a blink. So there's no fan of knives. It's not good against Orc anyway. So I think it's fine. Only Talons surviving. No archers anymore. Lin's retreating by losing a Raider to Shadow Strike, I guess. So he constantly gets the kills when he's using Shadow Strike. That is more impressive than I thought it would be.
Player's forces are under attack.
The thing is, the right-click damage will be missing in this army. Demon Hunter packs a great punch. Plus Beastery, plus the Tinker. There's so much utility that these heroes have. And here it's only a Warden. No summons at all. No mana burn. mask for the Shadow Hunter. This guy has so much mana, no burn, plus the Sobi mask, plus a lot of clarities. Imagine a TC. What will he do against? What would he do against a TC?
A player's
I don't know.
forces are
I think
under attack.
LawLiet is very lucky that Lin doesn't have a TC. I agree. I think he expected a cheese strategy with something else that is not talents. Maybe Massive Fury Drags or something. I don't know what he experienced in Ladder against LawLiet. But the thing is, to get the ultimates, you need to take fights. And without Shockwave, yeah, there might be a chance for LawLiet to win them. It's a good army so far. Despite all the losses, he took quite a bit out of Lin's pocket with all those kills. Big mana potion. Wow, Sobi and big mana. Nice, nice, nice. PM finds the ring. Still, imagine this being a TC then. Fleet of Accuracy is sweet for LawLiet. It's a little bit more damage. He's at 38 supply only. Level 5-1 though. 2,000 gold. I still don't get why he got the Shredder. Maybe he wants to go Chimeras and wants to hide them. But Lin will soon hit a timing where he needs to either expand or attack, because otherwise the Night Elf army is becoming too big. He sees the corpses now and sees, okay, my opponent was just here and he's at the red spot, so he can't do anything productive. Is he going Keeper now or something? No. Plays the one solo still. With the Clarity, full mana.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, red spot. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. With Ensnare, it's okay. Hold the toss. And clap. And LawLiet knows. And LawLiet intercepts. This is a Pit Lord second. Okay. Maybe the area of effect is the Pit Lord, but if he has Rain of Fire... Oh, it's Howl. Not hitting too much. Not hitting the Blade Master specifically. But he's getting one Berserker, he's getting two Berserkers. How much Dispel is there? Quite a bit. The damage is kind of underwhelming. Tinker there as well for the Pocket Factory. Unusual triple hero choice. Warden, Pit Lord, and Tinker. Why is he so scared? I mean, the rated damage will be super low. Around 18 then. 18, 19. That's fine, I guess. He has only one more though, and he must be sure to hit the Blade Master as well. If you Cyclone, the buff is gone. But so far, works well for LawLiet, I'd say. Of course, it's an additional tank as well. Oh, nice heal scroll by Lin. Saving two, and the heal wave. Oh, perfect timing. The Cyclone just a little too late. So he keeps them all alive, and they wreck the talents. This is all the experience that he got. He can't kill. Everything is low, the damage is spread, but he can't kill. And that is with Shadow Strike here. Howl of Terror applied. That was sweet. But cycloning the Blade Master right after is not so much. Shredder is falling. That's the main damage output against the Raiders. Gets one kill before he dies, but can't attack further. Poor guy. And it's just one after the other for the Raiders, who are about to fall too, though, as well. Plenty of kills for LawLiet now. Big turnaround, as it oftentimes is when orc fights tend to be too long. There was no heal scroll, and that was a mistake. I pointed out how well spread the damage is, and if you continue to fight, then you need a heal potion at some points. Otherwise, everything just drops. And the Warden has mana soon, and Lin taps out. There was too much. He overcommitted to this, and LawLiet takes map number 2. Pretty surprisingly, that fight went really well, I think, but LawLiet had the position where, I mean, the Blade Master can always go to the shop, but then you miss his damage, especially with Howl. So not bad. Tinka, Pit Lord, Warden, and he wins it. Maybe Warden is good. Yeah, that's the downside of Spirit Link. We explained it so much that I forget to explain a lot of times. It's really cool for the first half of the fight, because then everything is still healthy, you're not getting close to kills, but at one point, there's this cut, you say, okay, if I take more damage now, everything will fall. And then you have to disengage. Didn't work, or Lin was too sure. And the Shadowhunter, of course, against Talons is horrendous. I think he simply misread that strategy and expected something else. Lin is, by the way, 9-2 against LawLiet. That's quite impressive. When did LawLiet win? I don't even see it here. Oh. AWL Season 2, that was in November. It was a 3-2 for LawLiet. Didn't expect that. AWL, usually a tournament that I don't really follow because we can't cast it. I mean, I should, but not too much time with the move. Remo is watching, so Remo is aware of it. This is the Equalizer. Second series where we see Night Elf versus Orc. Second series that goes full distance. Before Foggy was able to eliminate Focus. And that went full distance. And he defeated him on this very map with the exact starting positions. It was an AP push. Kind of unlikely that LawLiet is playing this. But we'll see. Sends out a Wisp. Engine of War against the Natural. Okay, this would be the super normal position where the nulls are. This would be the second most obvious solution if you want to take some risks. But that's exploited a lot. So this is a very unusual and should be very safe creep spot. Some fun stats from Liquipedia about the highest tier tournaments. In 2012, Orcs were runner-up for all 4 top tournaments. With Lin being the only one to take first place in 2. Sweet. When was Lucifer in a top tier tournament top 2? 2014. It was only WCA and WEC. And he wasn't playing in neither of them. I don't know. So, let's focus on the game. It's a 1-burrow tech. It's not a fast tier. It's a normal build as well with a slightly delayed shop. WGM. Forgot about that. I totally didn't catch that tournament. But, oh no, it was WMT, WGT. I don't know the abbreviation anymore. So this starts. Bloodlust. And yeah, Lin is not finding him there. That's for sure. LawLiet knows that there's a tech. LawLiet is not teching himself. He's always a little later than, for example, Foggy. But he doesn't need that for his timing. Ring of Protection +3 is, of course, a meh item if you don't want to go into a direct trade with a Blade Master. Fly is better than Focus? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I don't know why people are talking Foggy's performance down. Because Focus isn't that great. Focus isn't so great? Please. So there's the tech now. It's still 1/8 behind, I think. But it's a fairly normal tech. It's just that there's an expansion. That is a super early, super unusual expo for LawLiet. Ooh, almost got the last hit with the archer. Ay, ay, ay. So he goes the opposite approach of what Foggy is doing in this matchup. Playing it slow, expanding, going like late game when Foggy wants it to end as soon as possible, but Lin finds out about this via scout. Didn't see a scout actually. Maybe he sent a grunt and I didn't see it. Or he just assumed it by what he saw in the base or something. I don't know, there's a grunt scouting around, so I think he saw it. Huntress Hall now, also hidden. Lots of stuff hidden there, so if Lin didn't see it. Lin didn't see it. He was scouting for that spot, but he didn't see it. So he's thinking that this is Talons, because he isn't seeing the Huntress Hall. So, this is a TC. And if he plays Dryads or Bears, the TC is not that good. Because Shockwave doesn't affect the Dryads. And Stomp, I don't know, is a good spell. He saw the Demon going there. And the Archer. Okay. Nice little harass here. This is, yeah, he does have a staff. There is no tier 2 building up, and I don't think he cancels it, but he delays it for quite a bit. Floodgates are open here though, so Blade Master can do whatever he wants. And he chooses to run away. Beastmaster second still. Don't really know if I like that choice, but he's quite tanky. Always provides something. It's an okay hero. Average hero, I think. But yeah, here's the Huntress Hall. And now he builds still an Engine of Wind. Dryads and Talons? Proxy Beastery, by the way. And a late launch. We saw Talons Dryads. Ah, he cancels it. Alright. Cancelled it to fake it a bit. And then going double engines on war. That would have been really weird, to be honest. But it's good. Now he's tricking Lin. Again, I might say, because the hero choice on map 2 was also questionable. LawLiet is such a troll. I like it. This is cool. If you know that your opponent is better, try to surprise him. If you play a straight up game, you will most likely have no choice. Yeah, very smart that he built the Engine of Wind while the Orc was still a little bit in his base. Mana potion. For the Tinker later. It's okay. So Lin decides to be aggressive. He doesn't see a single Talon yet. And he won't ever in this game. Well, the first Dryad's out. Not yet. Could be a major timing for Lin. But he only has one Raider. Demon Hunter is coming back with... Why is he not staffing? Oh boy, that poor Beastmaster immediately surrounded. But he has Moon Juice. It's turning daytime and everything is low. Ooh man, it's not looking good for the Night Elf so far. He will have the surprise Dryads and maybe even Bears. I don't know if he techs. I have to check it after the fight. Good micro by Lin, saving the hurt units. And no, he's not teching. So Lin should be aware, and now he is. Surprise slow, surprise damage over time, but he doesn't care one bit with his level 1 TC. Hacking and slaying at those Dryads. The Walkers, of course, not really good now, not really efficient, can only attack the heroes. But all he does is attack the heroes, and that works fine. More than fine, I'd say. He's kind of forced into a town portal. Loses the Raider, that was well done, but the Beastmaster falls. And the Demon Hunter will follow. I guess that's the game already, right? Oh, the Dryads are doing a good job. And I think there's plenty of hurt stuff. This is so satisfying when you're anti-Night Elf to hear the screams of the Dryads. Ensnare and Blade Master is just too much for them. And as I said, Moon Juice is out. Plus, it's daytime, it's not regenerating. Raiders, Grunts, and Walkers. He doesn't even need the walk. Ah, well, in a bit. For Roar or Reju. He's not going one bear. He's staying on tier 2. Wants to do it with Dryads only. This is okay if there's a low Raider count and your heroes are strong. But the Raider count is quite good by now. And again, Vamp Aura, man. The Orcs are really happy today with their items. Now he's using the moves, so that was necessary. Absolutely necessary. So, the thing with Dryads is, again, in a perfect world, you can slow everything so hard that you're able to kill it. In reality, there's Ensnare, and you position yourself against that. Desirably, in the middle of the entire army. That's where you want to be, and that's where you can be with Ensnare. Heroes battling it out again. This time we have a Stomp, which is basically a small hex without being able to move. First Dryad down already. The Walkers, yeah, what can they do? Like, needs to find a solution where they are in range, protected from the Dryads, and able to attack the units. Double stun again, and snare again. There is a staff, but he's not... Oh, crit and he's dead! No, he didn't. But yeah, staff to the shop. He does have gold. But this Beastmaster is toast, level 3, level 2 stun. So good. Double aura, so good. And this, yeah, this is the last one. Last bit of Moon Juice. And this looks like Lin being in the semi-final against Lucifer or 1-2-0. But let's not give up the Night Elves. Maybe with the help of the Tree of Ages, he's quite good. And that's GG. LawLiet has no chance anymore. The Orc is storming his base, and that is the expected result. Very quick games today, right? I expected this to go 4 hours. Now it's not even 3. So we have a lot of time now. I think I will use that to rest a bit. Before, at 5, we're back with the European qualifier. Well, one game was missing, obviously. Why no bears? Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe he didn't have time, and bears get ensnared and focused as well. Or if not, then there's a Kodo Beast who eats them. You really need high bear numbers, and LawLiet had no time for that. So Dryads are the best solution, I think. When you play lore. But that didn't work. Like, nothing worked there. Key to this is, of course, the expansion getting cancelled so early. You don't have time. And then Orc on tier 2 is just so strong. What does Kodo eating do? What happens if the Kodo dies? Well, if you eat something with a Kodo, the unit you eat is gone and gets damage over time until it's devoured. If the Kodo dies, the unit pops out again. And the Kodo can't eat a Kodo. So yeah, that's my opinion on this. LawLiet out. I think it's a pretty good accomplishment for him already that he survived the group stage. He was in a group with Live. And who else was that? Live and TH? TH, who won that group. And WFC as well. So reaching the playoffs, good accomplishment for LawLiet. But we have Lin in the semifinals alongside Foggy and TH. If 120 is making it tomorrow, then we maybe have the 4 best players of each race in the semifinals, which would be cool. It's certainly going to be 4 races there, so I like OTOMADS. We're going to continue that coverage tomorrow at maybe 12, maybe 1, we will see. And we will keep you up to date and update Liquipedia. But now it's time for me to take a little break, and we'll be right back in an hour for the GCS European Playoffs Day 1. We have the following matches. We have Foggy versus Scud. On paper, very one-sided, but Scud is a beast against Night Elf. And he plays very differently from all the others, so maybe Foggy not prepared for this. Orc Worker versus Hawk, an all-time classic. Cash versus Chechi. Of course, Chechi complaining a lot. Did he practice? Did he prepare? Is he able to defeat Cash? This is going to be our first match. And Sonic versus Effect is in there as well. So 2 Russians, 2 Ukrainians, 1 Belarusian, 1 guy from the Czech Republic, and 2 Swedish players in this qualifier. Looking forward to that. And until then, have a good time and tune in again in an hour.